Hey YouTube, this is Kayla Renee, and I'm here to talk about my cervical cerclage experience, and also I'm here to talk about why I needed a cervical cerclage. Now, if you're probably searching for this video, you probably already know what a cervical cerclage is, but if you don't, it's a surgery that's done to hold the cervix closed while a woman is expecting. Usually it's done between, I think, 12 and 18 weeks. 12 or 14 weeks maybe. And basically what it does is will help prevent you from going into preterm labor, which is mean your baby's born too early to survive outside of the womb, and they can't go into ICU or anything like that. So here's my experience. So I was about 14 weeks. I went to the emergency room because I was feeling some pressure, a lot of pressure, a lot of tightening up, and I thought that I felt like amniotic fluid coming out. Now, my previous pregnancy, which is with my daughter Kai, my husband and I, we lost her a year ago, November 1st, 2018. And that's basically what happened. I went to preterm labor. Somehow I had got a bacterial infection. I had no idea that I had because I've been going to checkups and everything was fine. Everything checked out fine until one day it didn't. And yeah, I went into labor, and they could have did a cervical cerclage then, but as I said before, I had an infection, so they didn't want to really risk that. And also my membrane was hanging out of my cervix, so I was 3 centimeters dilated at the time. So they didn't want to do that because of my infection, because you can't really do surgery or any type of stuff like that with an infection, because that can basically kill me and the baby. Rather just try to see how it's going to play itself out. Now, sometimes they said that it's possible that the sac could have sealed itself up if I stayed on bed rest and not moved at all. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case with us. So yeah, she was born 5 ounces and 5 inches long. The cutest little thing you ever did see. She could fit in the palm of my hand, and she held my hand. She held my finger. Yeah, I was 3 centimeters dilated, through the whole thing. And eventually, all the fluid, ran out, and she couldn't possibly stay in there. I didn't want her to, pass away inside me. If that's weird, I wanted to be able to hold her and talk to her and, basically see her alive while she was. And she lived for an hour. They gave me some medicine to induce me, to make me have contractions, at least enough so I'll be able to deliver her, because she was stuck. Eventually, the bottom half of her body was out, but from the shoulders up, she was stuck. So they had to have me dilate a little bit more in order to have her, and I delivered her vaginally. Yeah, it was really sad. My husband took it really, really hard. Even though it's sad to lose a child, but I think I was sort of numb by all of it. I was really numb by all of it, and I just felt like, okay, I'm going to meet my daughter. That's how I looked at it. Even though I knew I wasn't going to be able to take her home or keep her or anything like that, I just felt like I wanted to meet her some type of way. And when that was happening and everything, my husband was just a mess. It wasn't until we had to leave the hospital and leave her there for the funeral home to take her, that's when I felt a problem. I had to leave her at the hospital. I was a mess. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But we're okay now. And we basically just leaned on each other. And so now we're here again. And I am currently 18 weeks pregnant again. And but now I have a cervical cerclage. Now with the cervical cerclage, like I said, it's surgery. So I had to get a spinal, which is kind of like an epidural. It is epidural, but it doesn't continuously get pumped in. It's just a one procedure done and then let it wear off on its own. I got it when I was 14 weeks pregnant. Right now I'm 18 weeks pregnant. So it's been holding up pretty good. I haven't been having any problems except for like when I be on my feet a little too much or too long. Sometimes I get like tightening, or sometimes I have like cramps and stuff, but that happens anyway if my bladder is full, or it just happens, so it's not really that big of a deal. Um Also, I wanted to say that during the procedure, you can't go under, like you can't get put to sleep. I know they say that's an option, but it's not the best option to be put to sleep. So they gave me a spinal, which numbs you from the waist down. So you can't walk, you can't do anything for like a while after that, and you cannot feel anything. Uh, it's funny because when I was getting the spinal done, well, about to get the spinal done, they were setting everything up. I looked over and I seen the needle. It was so long, and that freaked me out. And I was so scared and so nervous, and I was like, oh my God. I never had like really hard surgery before, nothing serious like that. I never got a spinal done, anything. But it wasn't bad at all. Like, only thing I felt was him touching where he wanted to put it. And I felt like a tiny little, he was like, he told me, he said, it's going to feel like a little bee sting. I said, I never got stung by a bee. He said, huh? I said, nothing. Just go ahead. Go ahead and do it. So that kind of made it a little funny. Kind of lightened up the mood for me a little bit. But I didn't even feel that. I felt like a numbing warm sensation go down my right butt cheek, down my right leg, and then after he put it all in, I didn't feel anything like from waist down. They told me to lay back and move your legs. I said I can't move anything because at that it happened fast. Like I could not feel anything. And basically what they do is they put your legs up in these slabs. I don't say slabs, but that's what I feel like. I feel like a slab of meat. And they have your all out, and they kind of level you like this. So like your head is down here and your body's up there, I guess, so you can like really work and see what's going on. And they have these visors on, and for some reason, I just kept staring at the reflection of what they were doing, and that freaked me out a little bit. But I'm nosy, like I can't just like not know what's going on. Like when I get shot, I gotta look. When it ended up, I gotta look. I gotta like watch. But I wish I never would have did that, but it wasn't as bad. I had a nurse above me that was talking to me, asking me if I was okay, asking me, telling me to breathe, and telling me, if it's gonna be all good, can I feel anything, am I alright? But I had a really amazing doctor. It was a woman doctor who did my surgery. Her name is Miss Manley. She was amazing, and she was black, so that really was like, I felt safe with her. I felt like I was in good hands. And afterwards, I did feel like some type of cramping and stuff. I had slight bleeding, very little bleeding. I was cramping when the medicine started to wear off. It took 6 hours for my legs to be able to work again, for me to be able to stand up and go to the bathroom and pee. I didn't do it on my own. I had help though, but it took 6 hours for the medicine to really wear off so I could feel my legs. That's what was crazy. I don't like that feeling at all. Hopefully I'll be able to have a natural birth and I won't have to get an epidural ever again or a spinal ever again. Because, yeah, I didn't like that. But Cerclage is in. I'll probably get removed like around 35, 36 weeks. Hopefully. My baby is due June 4th. August 4th. What am I thinking about? But yeah, currently 19 weeks. I said I was 18, didn't I? I keep saying 18 weeks. I'm 19 weeks in 2 days. Pregnancy brain, placenta brain is crazy. But yeah, other than that, everything is fine. Beginning checkups. Baby's doing fine. I'm doing fine. My cervix is good. My next appointment is in 5 days. So I'll probably do a video probably talking about that, or do a video when I'm on my way there, or if I'm there. I don't know if they let me record, but we'll see. But hopefully this helped somebody. Hopefully this, gave some insight or put somebody at ease. But the only thing about that is I'm on pelvic rest. So that means no sexual intercourse at all, and it's killing me. But whatever it takes to get my baby here safe, I'll do it. I can go without it. I'll probably end up having another baby You have to wait all this time. Like, then I wait 6 more weeks after baby get here. But it's fine. I'm not gonna stress. I'm not gonna stress. It's fine. But other than that, we're good. And like, subscribe, comment, critique this. I'm new to this YouTube stuff, but I guess I'm gonna keep doing it. But yeah, thanks. I'm rambling. Bye.